We had a laugh about it. That's how Lorenzo Musetti summed up one of the strangest twists in recent ATP Finals history. A twist that left both fans and players doing double takes. Welcome back to NetRush Report, where we bring you the most dramatic, emotional, and unexpected moments from the tennis world. As they happen, just days ago, Lorenzo Musetti was left heartbroken in Athens. He had one simple mission: win the Hellenic Championship and seal his ticket to the ATP Finals in Turin. But standing across the net was none other than Novak Djokovic, the ultimate gatekeeper of tennis dreams. Musetti fought hard, pushed the Serb to the edge, but in the end, Djokovic's experience and relentless precision proved too much. When the Italian walked off the court, it looked like his season and his ATP Finals hopes were over. But then, everything changed. Only minutes after lifting the trophy, Novak Djokovic shocked everyone by withdrawing from the ATP Finals due to an injury. The sudden decision flipped the qualification race on its head and catapulted Musetti back into the biggest event of his career. Even Musetti couldn't believe it. Speaking to reporters in Turin, the 22-year-old Italian revealed that Djokovic himself had hinted at the withdrawal right after their final match in Athens. "We actually had a laugh about it," Musetti said with a grin. "At the net, Novak told me that he might not play the finals. I thought he was joking." It turns out Djokovic wasn't. The ATP Finals lineup this season was already a roller coaster. The last few spots came down to a tense race between Musetti and Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime. Both players were separated by just a few ranking points. Musetti's path was clear: win in Athens, and he was in. Lose, and the door opened for Felix. When Musetti lost to Djokovic, it seemed that door had slammed shut. Felix was already preparing to pack for Turin, with many predicting he'd sneak in as the 8th and final qualifier. But with Djokovic's injury withdrawal, the ATP rulebook stepped in, and Musetti got the call. The Italian, who had spent hours processing his defeat, suddenly found himself booking a flight to the ATP Finals after all. "It was strange, really strange," Musetti admitted. "One minute you're out, and the next you're in the biggest tournament of the year. Tennis never stops surprising you." In a poetic twist, Musetti's dramatic qualification also sent a ripple through the draw, and Carlos Alcaraz couldn't help but joke about it. The Spanish superstar, who began his ATP Finals campaign with a win over Alex de Minaur, admitted that he'd rather face Musetti than Djokovic in the group stage. "I prefer Lorenzo Musetti," Alcaraz said with a laugh when asked about the late lineup change. "Playing Novak is always so tough. He's one of the best in history, especially indoors. So, yes, I'm happy to see Lorenzo here. He deserves it." Alcaraz's comment might have been lighthearted, but there's truth behind it. Djokovic's dominance on indoor courts is legendary. 6 ATP Finals titles, countless records, and a mental edge that few can match. His absence doesn't just change the draw. It changes the entire competitive landscape of the tournament. With Djokovic out, suddenly, every player in the Jimmy Connors group, Alcaraz, Taylor Fritz, Alex de Minaur, and Musetti, sees a glimmer of opportunity. And for Musetti, that opportunity means everything. The Italian star has quietly put together one of the most consistent seasons of his young career. Wins over top 10 players, strong performances on clay and hard courts, and an improving serve and volley game have elevated his confidence. He's also developed a fascinating rivalry with Taylor Fritz, who he'll face in his opening match in Turin. The two have met 5 times, with Musetti leading their head-to-head 3-2 after winning all 3 of their encounters in 2024. For Musetti, it's more than just a statistical edge, it's psychological. Each of those wins came in tight, pressure-filled moments, and he's shown that when his creativity flows, he can dismantle even the most powerful baseliners. But Turin is a different beast. The home crowd, the bright lights, the year's best players, and the emotional whiplash of his last-minute qualification all add up to an unforgettable debut atmosphere. "It's special to play here in Italy," Musetti said. "This tournament is a dream for any player, and to experience it in my country makes it even better. I'll give everything I have." Still, fans can't help but wonder, what really pushed Djokovic to pull out right after winning in Athens? According to reports, the Serb had been managing a wrist issue for several weeks, and the strain of the Hellenic Championship final may have worsened it. Given that he's already secured his ranking position and is prioritizing the 2026 season, Withdrawing from the ATP Finals was likely a strategic move, but the timing, right after beating Musetti, added layers of irony that fans won't soon forget. Social media was quick to react, with one fan writing, "Only Djokovic could beat someone and then make them qualify by quitting right after." Another joked, "That's the most Novak thing ever, winning and gifting his opponent a final spot in the same breath." Even Musetti admitted that the whole situation felt surreal. "Novak told me, 'Maybe you'll still go to Turin,' and I just laughed," he said. "I didn't think it would actually happen. But here we are. Now, as the ATP Finals kick off, the stage is set for another chapter in Musetti's unpredictable journey. He'll share the group with Alcaraz, Fritz, and de Minaur, all players who bring contrasting styles and personalities. Musetti's one-handed backhand and flair might make him the underdog, but in front of an Italian crowd, underdogs have a way of rising higher than anyone expects. For fans, this unexpected qualification isn't just a technicality. It's a reminder of what makes tennis so thrilling. The sport can turn heartbreak into triumph in a matter of hours. And for Musetti, who laughed with Djokovic in disbelief just days ago, it's the perfect ending to a roller coaster season. And maybe, just maybe, the beginning of something greater. And no one knows how far he'll go in Turin, but one thing's certain. Lorenzo Musetti won't take a single point for granted. From losing a final to gaining a dream, his story is the kind of unpredictable drama that makes tennis unforgettable. And as Novak Djokovic watches from the sidelines, even he might be smiling, knowing that, in a strange way, he helped one of tennis's brightest young stars take another step into the spotlight. This has been Net Rush Report, your home for the most dramatic, emotional, and inspiring tennis stories from around the world. If you enjoyed this twist-filled journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more breaking stories from the ATP Finals. Because in tennis, every match, every laugh, and every withdrawal tells a story.